okay, so he was 17, maybe he started playing the tour. He was on the tour. He was playing. He was doing all right. And he came to one of his lessons, and he goes, you know, Robert, I'm going and I'm playing this point. And he said, and sometimes I'm so tired from one point that I have to fake the next point. I don't want to show the guy that I'm tired, but I really have to fake it, you know. And I said, okay, let's try this. And that's where it started at. That was 30 years ago. The guy was 17 years old or something like this. And I would give him 100 at the baseline, okay? I would give him 40, give him 30 seconds, 30 seconds, 20, 30 seconds, 10. So he got, and these were tough. These were tough 100 balls at the baseline. So he was dead. And so we did that quite a bit so that after one long rally, he could still get the next rally or whatever it was, 20, 30 balls. And so that's how you can work it. I mean, you know, the conditioning guy can do that. You know, I think conditioning should be primarily running. Should be a lot of running, going from running on the whatever. Go to the park and run. I think treadmills are not. What is it? There's a treadmill. I don't think they're that good because it helps you to run. Actually, I don't think it's that good. You should just run. So I do a lot of drills. So these kids have to run. They have to run up the short balls, back, the left, right. You know, a lot of running on the court, you know, a lot of running, I think. That's, you know.
Okay. So it sounds like that you believe that the players are going to learn it naturally and instinctively because you put them in demands to move in different ways, and so you don't necessarily teach pivot and shuffle and turn this way, do a drop step. You don't teach patterns of footwork, but you just kind of let them work it out?
Yeah, I don't really teach patterns. I make them run to the forehand, make them run to the backhand and see what they do. Do they open up? You know, do they open up early? Do they open up, do they step into the court? Yeah, that's what I looked at. If you call that a pattern, yeah, but I just looked how they move, how they get to the ball, they get that early, the whole process. So, yeah, I do that a lot, but it's not necessarily patterns. I hit them a short ball, and I see how they react. You see, there's another thing that I do. I call it the half volley drive, okay? And so they're out of the baseline, you float the ball in, and they have to hit a drive for like a half volley, pick it up the ground, okay? But I think it's a lot of kids they don't have very good eyes anymore. And I think there's a problem that in the last, 25 years, that the eyesight of kids has deteriorated, okay? And so a kid can look at the opponent, and the ball comes, but they don't really recognize the ball. They don't see where the ball is going. They don't know whether the ball is short, whether the ball is deep, whether the ball they don't recognize it, okay? And so they never get to a short ball. And you say, oh, yeah, my kid doesn't move well. My kid the kid doesn't see the freaking ball. He doesn't see where the ball is going to land. And so, therefore, they don't step into the court. The pros, they see it real early. As soon as the ball leaves the opponent's racket, they already know where the ball is going to be, so they're there. And a lot of kids don't see the ball. They don't see the ball until it's closer. It's an eye problem, okay? It's not the feet. And I did this drill one time. It was very interesting. I don't know why the hell I did it. It was like 15 years ago. And I had about 4 or 5 girls, 12 and 13 years old. And then all 5 on the court. One girl was 12 years old, and she was the fastest runner in her school. So I did this drill where I would hit a deep ball, and then all of a sudden I would hit a drop shot. Okay? The girl that was the girl that's on the track was always one step slow to the ball. Okay? This other girl got to the drop shot right on top and put it away every time. Okay? And then I said, okay, they had to start behind the baseline, and I said, when I say go, I want you to run up to the net and touch the net. The girl that was from the track got to the net quicker than the girl that got to the drop shot. And so then I thought to myself, there is a difference here. The girl that's the track star, she works on command. she doesn't look at the ball. She doesn't look. She listens to the go, and she goes. The girl that got to the drop shot, her reaction was with her eyes. The girl that got to the drop shot became 10 times the player that was the track star. So there is a difference. You can be a track star and be fast, but not necessarily see the ball. And the person that can recognize the ball right away with the eye, they are going to be the better tennis player. So it's the eyes that are a big part of this whole process of how to become a champion. I mean, this is Nadal. He sees the ball before anything happens. He also is fast, but he also sees the ball quick.